Now, it's Boomer Life, lifestyle discussion designed to make your life more engaging, meaningful, and complete. Celebrating the baby boomer generation, this is Boomer Life on CIL 650.
When I'm in the middle of a dream, stay in bed, float upstream, please don't wake me now.
Well, good morning and welcome to the program. It's Sterling Fox with Dave Temlett and Terry Harder from Innovative Sleep Solutions in South Surrey, White Rock. Back with you and a little Beatles music because, of course, I'm Only Sleeping was the name of that song. We'll have a few more from our producer, Dwayne Bishop. Dave and Terry, welcome back. Nice to see you both.
Thanks, Sterling.
Thanks, Sterling.
Terry, a week ago, you were on duty, in fact, at this time, down there at BC Place at the big Home and Design
I
show.
was.
Innovative Sleep Solutions back for another appearance at the big show. How did it go this year?
Great show, and in fact, probably our best show ever. We introduced our new Cabeza desk, and our introductory sale that we're carrying on through the rest of October went beyond our expectations.
Oh, great.
People were really excited to have a bed that in a queen size only comes out from the wall 64.5 inches.
Mm-hmm.
You can keep everything on the desk when you fold it down to the bottom of the floor and pull out your mattress. So people were very excited about it, and never dreamed that we would be able to sell that many units in our first time introducing that to Vancouver.
Okay, well, you have really skipped ahead of me here, guys, because usually we sort of talk about your experience in the business and all of that. But Terry, since we're right on to getting down to brass tacks, we're talking about a brand new product. This goes sort of hand in glove with something that you've educated us about over the last year or more, something called a Cabeza, a cabinet bed, and this is a new extension of that design and that concept called a Cabeza desk. So exactly how does it work?
Well, basically, you've got a desk first that only comes out from the wall 43 inches in all three sizes, twin, full, or queen. And then from there, if you want, after you've used the desk and at night when it's time to have a lay down and a sleep, you just fold the desk down to the bottom of the floor and you pull out either a twin size mattress that comes out 43.5 inches from the wall, or a double size mattress that's 58.5, or a queen size that is 64.5. So it's not coming out from the wall the same length that our Cabezas are, which are typically 82 inches for those smaller spaces.
Right.
So a lot of people in Vancouver were interested in the item. We're very excited to be carrying it. It is item 2 of our projected 5-line Cabeza lineup. Okay. So we're excited to now have phase 2 of it, and we're excited at the number of opportunities and sales that we had during the home show and the interest from the greater people from Greater Vancouver.
Right. Now, Dave, the home show, BC Place, of course, is right dead in the heart of Yaletown.
Yes.
And Yaletown is full of teeny tiny apartments. And if anything, the condos and apartments and new dwellings they're building around Metro Vancouver, if anything, appear to be smaller in size, and I suppose price has a little bit to do with that. You want to get the best bang for the buck.
Absolutely.
So more and more of us are being compelled to find smart, creative ways to furnish our places the way we used to like to, except we can't do it that way because our places aren't big enough. So now we have to find smart furniture that sort of multitasks in our new smaller dwellings, don't we?
Absolutely, and this is going to be a real hit with a lot of interior designers for sure, because it is such a great multitask or multi-usable product. Now, it takes up a little more wall space than a Murphy bed would, but it doesn't come into the room as deep. So if you've got a big wall, especially these lane homes in Vancouver now that are long and narrow,
right.
So you can actually sleep a queen size bed, but it goes left to right on the wall as opposed to coming straight out from the wall.
Okay.
And the desk is really it's really quite a unique product. The desk, all one motion, when you're pulling the bed out, the desk drops down with the platform of the bed. So it's a really neat, very easy to operate. One person can do it very easily. Senior citizen would have absolutely no problem on this because it's very well balanced. It's a freestanding unit, doesn't need to be attached to the wall. So if you decided to move down the road, you can certainly take it with you. And like a Murphy bed,
I was just going to say, a Murphy bed has to be really attached, quite securely attached too, doesn't it?
And most of the time, what happens with those, then they become a permanent fixture of the home. So
Absolutely.
this is actually a mobile product. Great addition. Comes in all the same finishes as our Cabedza cabinet beds, and it's all real wood.
Right, and we should also point out that both of these products, and Terry is indicating that this is just the beginning. There's a product line of 5 items, so this is number 2. First was the cabinet bed, or Cabedza,
right.
And now we have the Cabedza desk. So there are 3 more innovative new designs coming along.
Potentially.
But this we should point out is all coming right out of our own backyard, right here in the Lower Mainland of British Columbia.
Well, it is, and they're manufactured in Surrey, and the mattresses that come with the Cabedza cabinets, they're made by Restonic in Surrey, and you can also put any single, double, or queen size mattress on the Cabedza desk. So you can put a Sealy, a Simmons, a Serta, whatever brand you want to go with,
right,
on there as well. Phenomenal products. They're really cool. I would strongly encourage our listeners to come in. We don't have any photography on it yet because it is so brand new. So unfortunately, I can't show it on our website yet.
That was my next question. Okay.
Yeah, but it's coming probably within the next month or so. I have to get a photographer in to do it, and
because you need good quality, high res graphics for the website,
correct.
don't you? Yeah,
absolutely. So it's really unique. We do have one in the showroom.
Okay.
And there's 15 different finishes. It's all real wood. There's no particle board, no
right.
MDF, no melamine on it. It's all real wood. So a great concept, great product. Yeah, come on in and have a look at it.
And it's made right here in British Columbia, and it's made by the same company that makes the Cabedza. How long has the Cabedza been a fact of life in Metro Vancouver? A couple of years?
Well, Heritage Beds actually introduced it before Terry and I took over Heritage Beds. They introduced it into the marketplace about 2.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And, they spent a lot of money branding the product and going from there. And in their demise, when we took over, we just tried to keep it going. And now there's a lot of other companies out there that are trying to follow suit as well.
Right. Well, I should tell you that if you are fortunate enough to head down to Innovative Sleep Solutions to check out these cabinet beds, whether it's the new brand, and I've seen sort of diagrams of this, but I have yet to see one.
Right.
But you can certainly see several examples of a cabinet bed at the Innovative Sleep Solutions showroom down there on King George Boulevard. When you go in to do all of that, you discover how easy these things are to operate. As you said just a few minutes ago, even with the desk, one person, even a senior citizen, and I know because your mom has done this a few times, as the model for taking the cabinet up against the wall and folding it out into a full-on queen-size guest bed in less than 60 seconds.
So that's less than 20 seconds. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Mom did it probably a little bit longer than that, but she's an older lady.
But still, the fact that you can move that size of piece of furniture by yourself in a minute or less to accommodate guests in a room that otherwise is just, you need the room too much to have the bed just out permanently. The room is a multi-purpose room, as we have in our house. And you guys, Dave and Terry, delivered a cabinet bed to our place up there in New Westminster. They're still complaining about walking up the steps. It wasn't light, but the service was fantastic.
I lost 4 pounds that night, Sterling.
Well, I'm proud of you, Dave. Better you than me. Yeah. But the quality of the unit is first rate, and this is we've not had any guests come in and sleep on it yet, but of course before they do, you have to, so you know what your guests are getting into. And now that we've done the quality control checkout, it's fantastic. It's just a perfect product, and that in a small house. Now we don't live in Yaletown, we live in New Westminster, but you've been to our house, and it's as small as those Yaletown condos. It's pretty tiny. So when you live in a small accommodation, you have to be smart about taking care of those variations in life, which include guests. And you have to always have a place to put them up. Somewhere other than the floor is recommended, especially for grown-up guests. You can crash on couches and stuff when you're in your teens and 20s, but after that, you kind of like a bed. And the cabinet bed is just, I got to tell you, it's just a first-rate innovation. Looks wonderful in our house. and the surface couldn't have been any better. Thanks, guys.
Well,
it's
that's
just
an awesome
fabulous.
testimonial. We really appreciate you doing that for us, Sterling. So you've actually slept on it then?
Yes, I have, of
You were in
course.
the doghouse, weren't you?
Well, no. No, but now I have a comfortable doghouse to go to. Beats the heck out of the garage, I'll tell you. But yeah, it was one of those things where, you buy a guest bed. Well, you better go check it out, so at least you have a clue as to what your guests are going to experience. So that's what we did. It was wonderful. Now we took an oak version of the Cabeza, and there are two mattress options. There's a 6-inch foam mattress and a 7-inch. We took the 7-inch, the thicker option, which allows for something called double-sided, which is a softer side and then a firmer side. So, I mean, all the possibilities in one tasty little unit. We're very impressed.
Yeah, the option of the dual firmness is available on all the mattresses that we sell for that unit, and that's just a standard feature they come with. But you're right, the 7-inch mattress is a little more of a luxurious product, and it sits up 1 inch higher, so it's a little bit better for seniors because it does raise the overall height.
Stop looking at me so meaningfully when you're talking about seniors. But I also wanted to point out that we have a slightly different design, and this is something you can do at Innovative Sleep Solutions. Carol and I went down to the showroom. Dave and Terry were there. It was our second or third visit to look at this cabinet bed, and we knew we wanted it. But my wife had decided that we liked the oak a lot, but it was just a little too plain. So she asked when we were in the showroom, can you put kind of a border, like a frame around,
trim,
a little trim around it, just to break it up a little bit and not get too fancy, but just a little bit of a trim. So Dave walks over, picks up the phone, calls the guy at the Cabeza factory and says, got some customers here who want a little special treatment. Can you do this, this, and this? And then that phone, he looks over and hangs up the phone and says, no problem, no charge, no problem. He'll be glad to do it. So if you need to take a floor model and just tweak it up a little bit to customize it to fit your life, your house, your circumstances, it can be done.
Likely, most likely it can be. It depends exactly on what it is you want to tweak on it. But for the most part, yeah, he's very accommodating. He can make it in different heights. He can extend the width a little bit. There's lots of different things that can be done.
Okay.
You can even do color matches to existing furniture in the home.
Right, because of all of the stains and possibilities there. There's dozens of them, literally, right?
So if the customer brings in a drawer, for example, they're trying to match the finish to as well, even if it's not one of his stains, he can try to tint it very close to that.
Right. Now, we're talking cabinet beds and the new, or Cabezas, as they've become branded at Innovative Sleep Solutions. And then there's the cabinet bed desk, or Cabeza desk. But also, Terry, you were mentioning last weekend at the home show down there at BC Place, you had some home show specials going on, and I didn't want to let this one just sort of slide past, because you said the prices that were available at the Home and Design Show at BC Place have been extended until the end of October. So if you thought you had an opportunity to score a sweet deal but didn't get it all done at the home show, there's still some time to finish it off at the price that was agreed to at BC Place.
Absolutely. And we actually have some units right in our store right now, ready to go, brand new, all wrapped up, ready for us to deliver. We do everything. If somebody's interested in taking advantage of the home show special, we'll do our very, very best to accommodate immediate delivery on them as well. So
yeah, likely we could even deliver one this evening.
Okay. So again, and by the way, the really interesting part about working with Dave and Terry in Innovative Sleep Solutions is the fellas that you hear on the radio are the fellows that you will see, meet, and deal with personally when you go to the store, and also likely to be the same two fellas who show up at your house with the goodies that you bought, because there's that extra element of personal touch. You guys, this is your enterprise. This is something you cherish. You're really nursing along. You got the Better Business Bureau thing going. It's really coming along nicely, but you've not lost the need to stay connected to the customers. And if that means throwing the stuff in the van and delivering it ourselves, that's the way we'll do it.
Well, Sterling, we've done well over 100 deliveries, Terry and I, just in the back of my little Ford Freestar van. And, you know, the customers, for the most part, they really like it. It's something different that no other company out there is doing, where the owners actually will come out and set it up and make sure that everything is working tickety-boo.
And in our case, when Dave and Terry delivered the Cabeza to our house, there's a bit of an installation thing with the sliding door. They have to click into, there are certain pieces that need to click together. So unless you know what you're doing, I'd still be trying to put that darn thing together if you fellas hadn't come along, and you did it in 30 seconds or less.
Well, it's just, you know, as I say, it's just an extra little touch that we like to do. And let's face it, you know, it saves us a little bit of money. If we're hiring some people to do it, they may not have the same knowledge level that Terry and I have.
Right.
So it just makes a lot of good business sense to do that for the customer.
All right. And
otherwise, we have to put our prices up a little higher, and you know, that's how we can stay very competitive.
now, are some of the items that were on display, Terry, at the home show last weekend on the website, so people can get to innovativesleep.ca and have a look at some of those specials that you're talking about?
Sir, certainly, Sterling, we have all the Cabezas on our floor. As I said, we've got some ready in our store for immediate delivery. We've got our BioFlex medical concentric circle medical magnet,
And we'll talk about those more when we come back.
and
Yep.
so on, still on special from the home show. So best thing is come on in, and we'll spend as much time as you need to make the right choice for your needs in the way of healthy sleep, as well as special space-saving units as well.
On that note, though, there is a video on our website, innovativesleep.ca, that actually does have Terry and I opening and closing, explaining some of the features of the cabinet beds.
Right.
And, you know, they really are the nicest looking products in the marketplace. And Sterling, you clearly shopped around as well, as I suggested.
Well, I was ordered to shop around. Not only
recommended.
Well, okay. I like to do competitive shopping anyway. It's just sort of instinctive on my part. But when Carol and I went to the store, all just tuned up and ready to sign on the dotted line, both Dave and Terry said, "Well, we appreciate your enthusiasm, but now you need to go check out the competition. You need to see what other people are selling to other clients, and then come back and we'll have that conversation." So off we went, and came back even more convinced that the quality of the product was the right one for us to buy, having seen examples in competitors' environments that were inferior quality products.
And that's clearly our point. That's what we're trying to get across to the consumer. And that way you can truly rest assured that you're getting the best product and the best value in the marketplace, bar none.
Our guests are Dave Temlett and Terry Harder from Innovative Sleep Solutions down there at 3033 King George Boulevard in South Surrey, White Rock. And we're back with lots more after this quick timeout.
Celebrating the baby boomer lifestyle. This is Boomer Life on CL 650.